They couldn't look at me, but don't look at me. Utu, kasem kuskalik look at Bchot Kachulchmoschen, as me mich to work with him. As yard we had to do was reached as mayor, but Shay had tried up with
Our elders and our old people told stories, began with stories of our creation and how we lived and how we're going to live. And as they told stories, it was told that one day that we may be here on this earth.
When God look at kas Yahweh kas the ayat when God look kas Busas took kan Welston kas Yawanuna kas Tukupen took kan Welston. Das me that is that kan Welston. Mshay look at the Welston to make the Koskadin.
In 2007, National Geographic's Enduring Voices project proclaimed that the languages of the Northwest Pacific Plateau were severely endangered. And for many years, various tribes, organizations, and nonprofits have been working tirelessly to save their endangered languages.
We got two worlds there. We got the white world, we got the Indian world. Then you watch white man world, school. You got to be in school. That's the law, that's their law. Indian ways, you know, you could go all the way through your life, you know, talking Indian, learn about everything out there, out in the mountains.
What Shay, who had twice got hot, because you're doing them to get Kudaman. The other just melt, because we bailed. The other just melt, you're doing them. To Stichten, to the Wellston, to the Kudaman, as young.
That is why today, when we're having this gathering, that we all learn from one another the importance of our way of life so that our children can learn this way, so that our lives as Indian people will go on. Our children are the important steps in this way of life.
Although there are many obstacles, there is a lot of optimism despite the difficulty in language revitalization.
I think we can better serve our community by creating more speakers. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but also by just retaining and supporting teachers. It's really tough, and also maybe finding more funding for teachers and people because people actually have to earn a living as they are doing this, and so that's our challenge, is to find enough financial support to help those people stay with language and with teaching so that we can hold on to them.
We do not have anything to work with in the grand scheme of things. I mean, we have half a curriculum, we have a couple books you can read in the language, but like, if you're bored, there's not that much you can do to just casually learn language. Like, the only avenue is through classroom instruction right now. And elders live in rural, crazy, hard to get to places, and that makes it even more difficult. So the biggest struggle is that there's only a formal way to learn the language. There's no informal.
I think that we would better serve our community by having more teachers to be in the school systems on a more regular basis than what we are right now.
The Celebrating Salish Conference connected over 150 people who are honoring their languages and sharing their ideas on revitalization efforts. Many of them being from Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, and British Columbia. 8 languages make up of Interior Salish: Shuswap, Lillooet, Thompson River, Lakes, Coeur d'Alene, Columbia Moses, Okanagan, and Flathead. teachers were able to share their ideas with each other. Some of them shared their ideas of revitalization and details of their programs.
It's kind of a merchant school. We try to stay with the language all day. And to me, the little ones are the ones that's really easy to teach. They're like little sponges.
I think people learn better if they're active in the classroom. And so it's called like a communicative method, where it's based around conversation and asking each other questions and trying to get across ideas. I don't so much teach linguistics or the writing yet. Most of my students are still beginners. I can see that happening as we go on, but mostly it's fun and songs and games and that kind of thing.
There's a push for Native people to speak their languages again. The elders and teachers are making this happen. Through their effort, our young people will be speaking alongside of them.
They understand more. You could sit there and you could talk Indian, and I could ask them, do you understand? They say yes, and I know they understand, because we go through it all the time.
Well, our best triumph is that over these past however many years, since 1999, that we've had elders being able to make it to our weekly meetings, and that's really helped us out because we're able to learn from them, and just having them to model the language for us has been really great.
I guess one of my biggest triumphs isn't anything that I have done learning, but as a teacher, my students have really been dedicated, and they have gone on and they have continued learning, and they have become crazily involved in revitalization efforts. They are board members now for nonprofits. They are volunteer teachers at daycares. My students are amazing.
We're Indian people. We just say, we're going to do it, We're just going to go ahead and do it. This is my dream, And we just step out, and when you got a dream, you have to just go out and say, hey, I'm going to do it.